is saying that I may have connection issues. So if the quality is not that great, I do apologize. I wanted to go ahead and do this live stream mainly because, to be honest, I had trouble with investing in the Bitcoin and actually doing that video. On the other hand, I did shave and I did take out my hair, so I got a little afro right here and got the baby clean face, you know what I'm saying, looking good and everything. Oh shoot. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about investing in Bitcoin for beginners. I know the title is kind of, sort of, maybe misleading for the main fact that I'm no expert. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm no expert. I just really invested like probably $5 or $6 into Bitcoin, and that's about it. So I'm no expert. This is no video telling you or live stream telling you how to invest in Bitcoin, how to make money with Bitcoin. This is not that. This is basically me just talking to you guys, me kind of like trying to figure out what can I do to make some money from Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin went from like 18,000 down to like 10,000, I believe, last time I checked. And that was like December when it was 18,000. So it's like it dropped down like 8,000 bucks. I mean, to me, like, I'm like, okay, well, hey, I could buy some Bitcoin or some more. I can get more Bitcoin for my dollar now. But at the same time, people are saying that Bitcoin is a bubble and it just popped and 18,000 is the highest it's going to get. I'm not sure. All I know is the stock market and the different cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, it is very, very unstable. I've learned that from experience. And I've learned to change my mindset on on like the stock market and investing and stuff like that in general. And money in general, I've changed my mindset completely because really it's like with money, there's only certain ways you can think to actually make money. There's only certain ways you can think to actually, be able to invest your money in a smart way or use your money in a smart way. So I've learned a lot of things over the years and, just trying out different things and doing different things. But like I said, hopefully the quality of the stream is good for you guys. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Hopefully you can see me clearly. Probably not, because the last streams that I had, they've been okay, but yeah. So hopefully it is good for you guys. Hopefully it doesn't cut off. And yeah, we're going to be talking about investing in Bitcoin for beginners and also just having some random Monday motivation stories and stuff like that. Also, some different products to try out here. I went on the what is it called? The natural, what is it? The aisle where they sell all the organic stuff and stuff like that. And I got this chocolate bar for like $2. And it's not that big. I mean, it's an okay size. And then I also got some more coconut water chocolate flavored, and then I got the mango flavor, and then I also have the original flavor, which I'm actually drinking that now, so I won't get parched and everything like that while I'm doing this live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section below or the live chat, whichever one. Whenever you're watching it, let me know in the live chat what you guys think. And I also have this little USB Type-C to HDMI dongle, so I can put my phone, hook my phone up to this monitor that I have here. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it last time. If you saw my last stream, then you saw it. But I have this 23-inch monitor, or 26-inch it might be. 26-inch monitor that I can hook up to my phone and just like watch videos while I'm doing the live stream. I can see the comments and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. But starting out, I want to kind of talk about how I actually got into Bitcoin, or investing in general. I've talked about this in previous videos. You can go back, I would say a year or so ago, um, when we were staying at the place that we were staying at before. I was talking about, I started to get into finance, and I wanted to stop living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I know that has nothing to do with Bitcoin, because really Bitcoin was not even in my mindset, or wasn't even in my mind, or I wasn't even thinking about Bitcoin at all at that point in time. But finances is where it started. You know, I made a video called Cleaning Up Your Finances. I did my balance sheet, how I was actually going about, dang, my phone just went off. I basically kind of like wrote out and was just playing around with different things I was doing with the finances, kind of getting a better picture of how I was going about my finances. And I wanted to not only have that for myself, but to have that for other people who were looking into finances, who were looking to build their knowledge in finance. Because really, you know, you want to share the knowledge. Finances is such a complicated thing. I mean, technically it's complicated, but in general it's not. It's just like a lot of people neglect to actually focus on that. A lot of people think it's, oh well, you know, I go to work, I get paid, I pay my bills, I have money left over for whatever. Some people just blow their money on whatever and just don't care about other things, and then they end up getting behind, and then they get buried with all this financial stress. And let me tell you, finances is stressful. Like I said, I'm no expert at any of this that I'm talking about. I'm just giving my experiences. I'm just telling you all how I went about kind of like figuring out, trying different things, and just building my knowledge in finance. And how it got to Bitcoin was I just started seeing videos on Bitcoin. Bitcoin started to blow up, and cryptocurrencies in general just started to blow up. I remember the first time I wanted to get into Bitcoin, I couldn't, because it was just like not that accessible. I didn't have any mining equipment for Bitcoin. I didn't have anything, you know, all I had was my smartphone. And I remember using a app, I think it was called Miners Gate or something like that. And I still use it. I don't use it as much because it's not really, you know. But now that Robinhood Crypto is actually coming out, I don't know, I may start back doing the mining for cryptocurrencies on that. But it's actually a pretty accessible app. And basically, I just started mining different cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, and I could never really get into it because it was just like running my battery down. It was, you know, I didn't want to, if I went off the app, then it would just not mind that much, and I was just like, forget it. I just dropped it. I was like, forget it. So once I started to build my knowledge in how to actually save my money, because really, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, you think everything is important. You think everything is important. Something like, there are some things that people have that they just have just because. And it's like, you know, people are in that mind. Some people are in the mindset of like, okay, well, I have to spend this money. It's like so hard to hold on to the money that they just have to spend it. And I was like that at one point in time. I was like, I had that mindset of like, well, I caught it. But there was basically, where was I at? There was basically like everything before, when I was living paycheck to paycheck, there was always something that came in that, you know, that was so important that I had to pay for. And at the end of the month, and at the end of however long, I just had no money left. And one day I just got tired. I was like, goodness gracious, I'm so tired of not having enough money to go out to eat when I want to, or having enough money to do this or do that, or having enough money to buy video game. Of course, like there's some points in time where I had enough money to buy a video game, and then I would buy it and then not have any money left, and then my priorities financially were all fucked up, to be honest. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So I decided to buckle down. I decided to sit down, and my first experience with finances and balancing and actually getting to the finances was I sat down one day and I was like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. You know, I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. So I just took a piece of paper, wrote down everything that I paid for. Every expense that I had, I wrote down. Every credit is what I call it. All the income that was coming in, I wrote down, whether it was from SSI or disability, or from work, or from people giving me money, or from at first I wrote down, like, which was pretty stupid. I wrote down all the money that other people owed me, and I factored that in. And then I realized that the money that other people owe me, it doesn't matter, because it's not guaranteed that that's going to come in. So I scratched those out, and I was like, forget it. I'm going to just erase that. I'm not even going to think about getting that. If they give it to me, they give it to me. If they don't, they don't. And I said, okay, well, I need to figure out what's important, what I'm paying for. What am I paying for? So I wrote down, I had Massage Envy. I decided I wanted to keep that because that's something that I can do, that's for me, that's to treat myself, which, to be honest, I haven't got a massage in a long time, which I probably need to do soon enough. But it is what it is. I did a Massage Envy giveaway, a giveaway for massages, and I was just like, okay, well, I got so many credits built up from Massage Envy that I have enough to give away to people, one every single month. And I have quite a bit, so I may do a Massage Envy giveaway. Throw a like on this live stream, or throw a like on this video whenever you're watching it. If you want me to do a Massage Envy giveaway, I'm pretty sure they have Massage Envies like all over the United States, so I'm pretty sure it'll be accessible to a lot of people. But yeah, let me know in the live stream chat if you want me to do that. Throw a like on this video if you want me to do it. But also, I realized that, like, some of the stuff, luckily I wasn't really paying for any like subscription services like Netflix or anything like that. I wasn't really paying for that. I found ways around, like, having TV and stuff like that. We had cable at one point in time. We had Wi-Fi at one point in time. And to be honest, you can substitute like a lot of subscription services for the cable. Cable is probably the I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people may not agree, but cable is probably one of the worst things you can have. For entertainment, because you can do a lot of stuff. You can have a lot of stuff. Like you can literally take Netflix and Hulu, subscribe to both of those. I think both of those like $8 or $9 a month. That's $18 a month, right? And you can either use it on your data carrier, like Sprint, Verizon, or whatever, and just throw away your internet. Not throw away your internet, but throw away your cable. And literally you'll have all, like, everything you could want to watch, which is like crazy. You could watch all these TV shows, all these movies, and really just like not even have cable, and then have like some type of internet service, and still not even pay as much as you would with cable. So there's benefits and disadvantages to everything, but essentially I went on from there. Oh, it's telling me that I have a bad connection. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. There we go. All right, it's telling me I have a bad connection, so hopefully you guys can still see me. Hopefully you guys can. But essentially, um, essentially, where I went from there was basically just doing that every single month. You know, it got tedious at one point in time, and I was like, okay, well, I need to find a way to do this to where it's not so tedious, but I'm getting it done. I'm understanding where I'm going wrong with it. And with a lot of things, I noticed that I was paying too much for things, and I was paying not putting enough in places. So I came up with a system where it's like a daily percentage. I would take a percentage every single day, like 10% every single day is what I would do. Take 10% every single day from my bank account and put it into another account. And I would just keep doing that every single day. I mean, you can do that, but I do that because I get paid every week, you know, for my job. So I get paid every week for my job. So I'm like, okay, well, I can do that. But other people may get paid, you know, 2 times a month or even monthly, you know, 1 time a month. So it may not be as efficient for them to take 10% every single day. Maybe 10% every single week, or not week, but like just take maybe 10% of your check every month or something like that. I do 10% every single week because I've figured out a way to actually be able to pay for my bills, pay for my food, pay for transportation and stuff like that in a way where I have money left over, you know. So I've figured that out. Mm-mm-mm. I've gotten used to the taste. It's still got a pungent taste to it, but so essentially that's where I or my financial knowledge originated from, is just me sitting down. That's the first step that you have to do. You have to sit down and open your mind to understand it, is the first step. um, and that's what I did. So from there, I took that knowledge, I started doing this method where I would put 10% into another. Like I had my primary checkings account, and then I had a secondary checkings account that I didn't really use for anything, and then I had a savings account which, I just had, it's whatever. So my primary account would gain the money from me working and everything like that. That's where all my income would go to. And then I would take 10% of that every single day, put it into that secondary checkings account. That way, it'll sit there in that secondary account because I mainly use the primary one mostly. And then basically, what I would use it for is if I was short on my primary account, then I could just transfer just enough from that secondary account. And then every single month, I would have like $25 taken from, like once a month, I would have $25 taken from my primary account and put into the savings account. And that way, the savings account I don't touch, and the secondary checkings account was a backup to the primary. So it was kind of like that's the kind of system that I use. But for some people, it may not work. For some people, it may. Who knows? I mean, you can try it out. Let me know what you kind of find out with that. But from there, once I started having money left over, once I started having like an excess amount in that secondary account, I would take that money and put it into my Robinhood, because I used to use Acorns, but that was when like I had only like my primary account, and then it just got like to the point where if I'm paying for something and then I'm not getting the money back, you know, that I'm paying, it's just like I'm just throwing money away, What's the point of you having a Acorns account? Let's say, for instance, you have an Acorns account and you have about $100 in there. Every single month, you get about like 10-15 cents from the dividends or whatever. You know, let's round it up to 20 cents just to be generous, right? You're paying $1 a month just for Acorns to manage your account. So that means that every month you're getting 20 cents, but you're paying $1. That means that you're in a deficit of 80 cents. That means you're losing 80 cents every single month. That means you're giving away 80 cents every single month. You're throwing away 80 cents every single month. For what? You know, if you don't have enough to cover that fee or make more than the fee, there's no point in using it because you're just throwing your money away when you could be using that money towards building your own money. And that's the mindset that I kind of had to grow because I was using Acorns for a while. And basically, I was just like, okay, I'm using this, I'm getting dividends, I'm happy about it, but I'm losing money at the same time. So I was like, okay, I'm done with Acorns, I'm taking all my money out, and I'm putting it back into my bank account. So then I found Digit, which it actually helped me grow my savings account quite a bit. And then that savings account was like my emergency fund, which I was growing and growing slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. You know, steady always wins the race. You know, if you go fast and you try to put every single dime into your savings account, you're going to end up taking it back out. But $25 a month is not that bad. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to, it's not going to hurt you to have $25 taken out of your money every single month. Unless you're making where that $25 is like 50% of what you get every month, which is horrible, so you kind of have to take those percentages that you want to, use for different things and just balance it out, to where it works for you. So then I found Digit, and once Digit started helping me grow my savings and started helping me grow a good amount, and whenever I would need the money, like actually need, like people feel like, oh, I need this because, and they find any way to justify spending that money. But need is something that is necessary in that specific moment. So if you're short on your rent and it is between you taking that money and putting it towards rent or not having a place to stay, then you can say you need it. But if it's like, oh, well, I have food in my refrigerator, but I need to go out and eat some food at a fast food restaurant. That's not a need, that's a want. And then you kind of have to figure out how to distinguish between those two. A need and a want is two different things. But with finance, people get it confused. I know I did. I know I made those mistakes before, and I learned from them. So after getting Digit, I used it for like when Digit first started. I was really skeptical. Like I was one of the first people that got into Digit, and I used it ever since then. And once they started charging, I think $2.99 a month. My mindset changed again. And it evolved. It was like, okay, well, if I can manage saving my own money and putting it into an account where it does not charge me, or I can put my money away and save it on my own, or figure out a system to save my money on my own without having to pay for it, then I'm going to do it. So I got rid of Digit because they were charging $2.99, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to pay $2.99 for somebody else to manage my money. I'm going to do it on my own. That's how I came up with the 10% daily, 10% daily, or daily 10% and change round down method. That's where I came up with that video from. is me actually showing what I was doing to kind of like educate the masses. Uh, it works for some people and it doesn't work for others. I had a lot of people tell me, well, it helped them kind of learn how to save, because if you take it step by step every single day, you understand it a little bit more and it becomes easier. Once you see that money grow and you see it grow every single day, and you're like, okay, well, wow, I want to see it get higher. I want to see it get higher. I want to see it get higher. That was my mindset. I was like, okay, well, I'm saving this money. I want to see it go higher. I want to see how much I can build up into this account. See if I can get it to a good amount. So after that, I got into Robinhood. Or after I left Acorns, that's when Robinhood first came out, and I was like, okay, well, zero commissions. Hey, I don't have to pay or whatever. I think at that point in time when Robinhood first came out, um, it was like you pay what you want to pay to them based on like how well you like the service. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So I started using Robinhood. Started out with $5, guys. $5. I was like, okay, well, I took everything out of my Acorns account and I blew it. To be honest, I just blew it. I was like, dang, I got all this money, and I had that sense in my head was like, I got all this money. What am I going to use it for? Oh, well, I can buy this. I can buy that. I can buy this. I can buy that. I can buy this. I can buy that. And that's what people generally, they'll get that idea in their head, like, I have all this money, I can use it for whatever I want to. They don't think, okay, well, I can invest it in this and I can put it away and I can save it and I can hold on to it. They say, hey, I'm gonna go spend it. And that was my mindset at that point in time, and I pretty much blew all that money on junk food, video games, and alcohol. So like literally that's what I spent that money on. I did spend some of it on bills and stuff like that because I had the financial sense to actually know, okay, well, I'm gonna put some towards the bills first and then I'm gonna just blow it. So I was like, okay, well, it's gone now. What do I do next? I only got $5 left. Started with Robinhood, put $5 into the account, and did my research. I did my research. Luckily, I didn't. Well, I mean, it was only $5. It's not like, okay, $5 is gonna make or break you, But I took the $5, I put it into the account, and I had it in the account for a good little, like a week or two, and then I went and I did my research online, dividend paying stocks and bonds. And I think Robinhood only did stocks at that point in time. But I did my research online, went in, was like, okay, well, hey, there's these dividend paying stocks, so I can just put my money in a way, kind of sort of like a savings account, and of course it goes up and down, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna take it out anyway. I had that financial sense to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna hold this money. I'm not gonna spend it. And one of the incentives to hold the money that I got from Acorns and also from Robinhood is you can take the money out, but it's like a waiting period of a week, I believe. And it was like, okay, well, I'm only gonna put money into this account if I'm willing to wait a week to get it. So I was like, all right. So I put $5 in there, did my research, found, I think two dividend paying stocks that I was willing to go in on, and believe it or not, they were penny stocks. And I think it was PME, which was like some kind of fishing company or something like that. I think it was like Penton Marina, something like that. And then it was my OG stock, which was Wheeler, which was pretty cheap at that point in time. So I bought one share of PME and one share of Wheeler, and I literally got like 3 cents on my first two stocks. You know, owning two shares of one from each different company. Got 3 cents, and I was like, dang. It felt good to get 3 cents. Like literally, I don't know. Like there was only the other time when my first payment from YouTube was 2 cents. And I was like, finally, I got 2 cents to rub together from this. And it just felt so good. It was like something that I enjoyed to do, like videos and stuff like that. I enjoy to do. So getting paid for it and getting reward for it, it was like, it felt so good. So finally doing something that I had, like I wanted to get into stocks and bonds and stuff like that when I was younger, because I heard like a family friend, he was talking about it. He was actually a driver for my mom and Bobby. If you don't know who Bobby is, you can go back and check some of the videos, mostly the bowling videos. But he used to drive my mom and basically my family around and everything like that. He passed away from cancer, but he always used to talk about, you should get into stocks and bonds. You should, you know, you should invest in it while you're young, and then when you invest in it while you're young, that money builds up, and then once you get older, you know, that money could become something that you won't have to worry about working. You won't have to worry about doing whatever. And I was like, I'm down for it. The only thing that held me back was I couldn't really get into it because I was too young. You know, I couldn't just like own a brokerage account, or I couldn't own one of these accounts where I could put money in it and, you know, buy these stocks and bonds and stuff. I didn't even have a bank account. So it was like I couldn't even get into it, but I listened to him, and he was saying all this stuff and what to look for and this and that. And I could never really get into it because I was too young, but time went by and it stayed in my mind, but I never really got into it. So I was like, well, hey, I'm going to just give it a shot, right? So I applied for a 401k account at my job, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put money into my 401k, which is like, I think 6% is what my job, what I put into my 401k account. So every 6% of my check goes into my 401k, and then my job matches like 3%, I believe. So that's pretty good. From that's still growing. I haven't taken anything out of that, but I was like, okay, well, I got this book where it tells you every single thing that you can invest in, and you get to choose what stocks and stuff like that, what sectors, and I think it's called sectors, or what industries you want to invest in, whether it be international stocks, bonds, mutual funds, stuff like that. And I looked in there and I looked at all the stuff, all the different stuff, and I started my research with that. You know, I saw BlackRock, I saw PIMCO, I saw the Vanguard, I saw a lot of stuff that was like, basically a lot of stuff that was like, okay, well, I could probably get into it. Like, this was for retirement. So of course it's going to pay dividends. Of course it's going to, like, you know, grow. It's stable stocks. You know, it's like the stocks that every 401k should have, everything like that. So I just went from there, built my way up, did my research, kind of expanded on what stocks and bonds and stuff like that I think I want to invest in, you know. And I did my research on each company, and I was like, hey, monthly dividend stocks, quarterly. I think there were some that were semi-annual that paid twice a year, and then there was a couple that paid annually, which was once a year. So I was like, doing my research, I literally had like a big ass spreadsheet, not like 6 monitors or whatever, but like I had like this spreadsheet that I created, whether, you know, I found a stock that was a good price for me, I wanted to invest in it, or I liked the price. Basically, I was thinking about the price mainly, whether it was doing good or not. And then I was like, well, what dividend cycle does it go on? Does it go on monthly dividend cycles? Does it go on quarterly? Does it go on semi-annual, annual? And I was like, hey, bada bing, bada boom. So I had this big spreadsheet of all the stocks and stuff that I liked that, suited my fancy when it comes to paying out dividends and stuff like that. And then I know it's like, where is he going with this? I thought we were supposed to be talking about Bitcoin. Well, to first understand, I probably should have started out with the Bitcoin first, but I just wanted to kind of start from the origin and kind of like have a conversation there, have the information there for people to conversate on, but basically, I went from the stocks and bonds and stuff like that, and then once this year hit, because last year actually is when Bitcoin started blowing up and stuff like that, and it started to grow hugely, immensely, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't know, it's just so uncertain that like it didn't interest me at that point in time because I was mainly focused on the stocks and bonds and Robinhood and trying to build a monthly dividend portfolio. I was not interested in cryptocurrencies. This, like the middle of last year up until this point, cryptocurrencies have been just like blowing up, just like crazy. So it's telling me that my connection is not good. Getting parched. But so this year when I started to make my goals and stuff like that, because last year I did good as far as finances. I did good as far as, well, I did okay as far as health wise. I did horrible at the love section, and then happiness, I found a way to control my highs and lows, mainly towards the ending of the year, but now I'm mostly in control of that. I found a way to control those highs and lows, how to ride. You're going down, but if you take that momentum of going down and then once you go back up, you just go even higher than you were before. So I found a way to control that. And this year, one of my goals for this year was to do something that I have never done before. And this is where the cryptocurrencies, this is where the travel, this is where the health, this is where all this stuff comes in. I mean, I know I did health last year, but the cryptocurrencies come in because before I saw the cryptocurrencies and I probably lost my opportunity to make money, but understanding it is important too. So cryptocurrencies before was not really my, something that I was focusing on. It was not something that I planned on getting into. It was not something that I thought about getting into. I just wanted to focus on the stocks and bonds and the dividend portfolio and stuff like that. But now that Bitcoin and all these other different cryptocurrencies have blown up and opened up, now before it was just like the main things you knew was Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum kind of got hot when Litecoin and Bitcoin came into play, I think. But after that, it was like a wave of different cryptocurrencies and ICOs and IPOs or whatever you call it just started coming in. You just started seeing them just like pop up everywhere like a virus, like and then it was like, okay, well, it's right there in your face. It's like right there, you might as well just like look into it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and look into it, and I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do. 2018 is the year I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna do the same things I did before. I mean, I like some things, yeah, but I want to do something different. I want to try at least do something different this year. Do something I have never done before. Really, I've traveled outside of North Carolina, but I've never been to Vegas before. that's something that's like across the country, you know, across the country. So I want to go to Las Vegas and I want to experience the world outside of North Carolina, outside of the East Coast, um, and investing and stuff like that. Different things. I've come up with different plans, different ways I've been trying to work around, like how to make money, how to grow my money, how to invest in these things. So I was like, yo, yo. So it has been crazy. That's how I got into Bitcoin. Um, but my interest came, like I said, when all these other different cryptocurrencies just like started blowing up and everything. One of the cryptocurrencies that or the digital currencies that I have been into as of late is Sweatcoin. And as you guys know, I did a app run through and review for Sweatcoin, and crazy. It's just like, wow, crazy. And it's like different cryptocurrencies, like that's an interesting way to earn a cryptocurrency or a digital currency and be able to spend that digital currency and the cryptocurrency in a way where you're getting something out of it. It's like crazy. I walk more than I was walking before, mainly because I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna build up this cryptocurrency just in case, if it ends up like Bitcoin and it just start blowing up and it just gets big. And before Bitcoin, I think was like $10. You could get it real cheap, like $4 or something like that. I think it was at $4 at one point in time. You know, and it just blew up. Can you imagine $4 to 18,000 down to 10,000? I mean, even though it lost like $8,000, it's still at $10,000 from $4 all the way up to 10,000. Just imagine if Sweatcoin blew up just like that. Right now, at this current moment, I believe I have at least 240 Sweatcoin. And if they start selling Sweatcoin for like $10 a pop, that's $2,000 right there I can have just by selling my Sweatcoin. Or $2,400 I can get just by selling my Sweatcoin. If it blows up to $10,000, just like Bitcoin, just imagine if Sweatcoin blew up to $10,000. 200, I think that's like what, 20? No, probably $200,000. I don't know. Who knows? But just imagine like if it did that, dude. I would be one happy son of a gun because I'll be like, dang, I'm fit and I'm rich. So that's like kind of like interesting to see. Like with Sweatcoin, it brought a different approach. With Bitcoin, it was always there, and I never really got into it. And then you start hearing about something once it gets big, but then you have that thought of, okay, I invest in Bitcoin, and it just drops down to 25 cents. That would be so horrific. Like to just put $10,000 and buy one Bitcoin. I think, well, 10,000 some change or whatever into Bitcoin, and buy one Bitcoin, and it just drops down to 25 cents. Could you imagine how some people would feel with that? I mean, like some people they want to get into Bitcoin because they know it blows up and everything like that, and it goes up and down real, spikes and everything like that, and it gets real interesting. And then it could be a bubble where, you know, it just drops to 25 cents, or it could be one of those things where it drops down from 18,000 to 10,000, and then all of a sudden it goes up to 100,000. Next thing you know, you're able to buy houses with Bitcoin. Next thing you know, you're able to buy land with Bitcoin. I mean, before you couldn't even use Bitcoin for anything. It was just something that you could trade between you and your friends, or make a transaction probably on the black market or something like that. And then next thing you know, You can buy hot dogs with Bitcoin. Next thing you know, you can buy cars with Bitcoin. Next thing you know, you can buy property with Bitcoin. Next thing you know, you have X amount of Bitcoin and you're just considered as the richest person in the world. You know, crazy, crazy how to see where Bitcoin has come from. Where to people like, what is Bitcoin? Like, I remember first hearing about Bitcoin, and I was just like, not really interested in it. I was like, what is Bitcoin? I was interested to know, like, to find out about it and everything like that, but it just wasn't popular to people. It was just like you saw it here and there and everything like that, and you just really didn't pay any attention to it. Now everybody's talking about Bitcoin. Oh, how many Bitcoin do you have? You can pay for Bitcoin here. They have Bitcoin ATMs. Bitcoin ATMs. And you're just like, yo, what? So, somebody just beat their horn like, dude, shut up. I ain't gonna shut up. You shut up. Damn it. You hear that? They pissed. Mm-hmm. That ain't my problem. So it's crazy. It's crazy to see like where Bitcoin has come from to where it is now. It is crazy. Do I have? I think. Hmm. I'm trying to. It kind of sort of looks like it kind of sort of looks like I still got hair on my face, but I don't know. I shaved it real good. Dang. It's weird to see my face like this because I'm just usually in my as you can see in my videos, I mainly have like this beard and this mustache and this goatee and everything. I'm used to that, but now it just like I look different. Like I can see my jawline and I can see just like the definition in it. Like, man, I've been chewing a lot of gum or something. Like, just got I don't know. I look different. I look good. I like it. But at the same time, I like the beard because it keeps me warm in the wintertime. But the summer is coming up, so I got to get ready for that. I got to do something about this pudge down here. I got to do something. Goodness gracious. I can't be eating this chocolate like that. But that's why I'm trying to go organic. I'm trying to go to be more healthier. Like, I don't know. I just I realize my eating habits is not that great. I realize that my health is deteriorating. I would get sick more. I'm just like tired more. I don't know. Maybe it's my diet. I don't exercise like that. I mean, I have like muscle and everything like that, but it's just probably genetics. Because my uncle, he's a bodybuilder. Like he just like does stuff like bodybuilding competitions and stuff like that. I think it's just like genetics, like because I see a definition of like I see the six pack outline, but I still have that punch. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just genetics, but I really need to cut down on the calories that I'm taking in. I really need to cut down on the sugars and the just junk food and stuff like that. That's why I've been trying to get away from all the sugar. I've been trying to cut down my sugar intake. I feel bloated at times, but I eat how I eat a whole lot of bread, and I drink a whole lot of water. So I think what it is just that bread, the carbohydrates from the bread, is just making me bloated, retain more water than I really want to retain. So I think I need to cut out the bread and stuff like that, and the starches too. So who knows? I'm trying to get into that too. I'm trying to get better with my diet and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be my last piece of chocolate or this is gonna be like my last sweet because I mean, I want it to be like, where I can have treats and stuff like that. I don't want to have it where I'm just like avoiding sugar at all costs. I don't want it to be that way because then it's like, I don't know. It's just like I don't want to have to restrict. I don't want to be stuck in a box. I hate being stuck in a box. I mean, even though that's a circle, but I don't want to have to be stuck in a box. When it comes to eating, when it comes to life in general. I don't want to. I don't want to be stuck in a box of not of creativity, but not being able to be creative and stuff like that. I hate that. It gets me real down. It gets me depressed and shit. Um, so yeah, but that's why I'm kind of hesitating to eat this because I know I'm gonna be off the walls and it's just gonna pack on more calories. I wonder how many calories. I think it has 9 calories in that. Yeah, crazy. So I mean, I drink water mostly. I'm into tea blends and stuff like that, but I know lately I haven't really been drinking tea like that. I've been slipping up with sodas and stuff, which is probably why you can probably see some. I had like this really big pimple up here, and I think I still have it, but yeah, right there. But I really hate it. I'm trying to get better with it, guys. I don't know that like that's usually and it's no excuse. Like I do enjoy making videos and stuff like that, but sometimes, like I said before, I just be getting really tired, and I just really don't feel in the mood of making videos. And it's not that I don't want to do it. I do have like creative ideas and stuff like that. It's just I just be tired and stuff like that. So that's like I said, it's no excuse, but it is what it is. I got to get better at it, and I know I do. That's one of my mistakes. I just have this. I'm addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to it. That's why this stuff, this coconut water and stuff like that. I was talking about it tastes like soggy milk or expired milk and stuff like that. Because it's no sugar added. Like it doesn't taste good because it's like it's no sugar added. And once you get that sugar in your system, and it's so sugar is like probably you can consider sugar as a drug, really. And they say kids don't do drugs, but they shove sugar down the kids' throats. Conspiracy theories. Sorry. We supposed to be talking about money and Bitcoin and stuff like that. Goodness gracious. But really, I wanted to kind of start off with like the origins of my finance knowledge and stuff like that, mainly because that's what motivates me now. A lot of people will say that I'm just doing too much as far as like finding different ways to make money. Like I got a reluctant to say it because I don't want people to know. It's more a discreet. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. But at one point in time, I was selling gift cards, discount gift cards. And I would be like, okay, well, I can get this gift card for 13% off, but I'm gonna charge the person. I'm gonna say, hey, you can get this gift card for 7% off or 5% off. And people will buy it, and I will make a good commission you know, on that sale of the gift card, of a discount gift card, a gift card that somebody else did not want. I buy that and I say, I'm gonna sell it to somebody who does want it, as a middle person, like a vendor of some sort. You can do that to make a little bit of money, not a whole lot. I can see if it was on a larger scale, like if you think about it, This is where I came up with this idea, the gift card idea. I walk into the store. You walk into a store and you sit there and you say, what do I want to buy? I want to buy some groceries. I want to get some groceries for the house for this month. I want to, maybe get some snack foods and stuff like that. You walk past it every single time. You just don't focus on it until what time of the year? The holidays where you give gifts, birthdays, huh? Christmas, Black Friday, huh? I mean, some people just buy gift cards just because. Some people literally buy discount gift cards to get a discount off of what they would usually buy and still have more money than, it's called extending your dollar a little bit farther. But I was like, one day I just walked past the gift cards and I was like, they're selling gift cards. I mean, it's just like a random thought. It's like a normal thought, like, store selling gift cards. And there was one quote. It wasn't a quote. It was something that Ty Lopez said in one of his videos. He said, or I think it was like I think it was like a quote from someone. He said, "Great artists, good artists copy, great artists steal," or something like that. I forgot who the quote was by. It wasn't by Ty Lopez. It was by somebody else. I think it was Leonardo da Vinci or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But I was thinking about that quote because I was watching a whole lot of Ty Lopez, and he kept saying it. He kept saying it. And I was like, dang, that's pretty interesting. So I walked past the gift cards one day, and then it just made sense. Good artists copy, great artists steal. The store is selling gift cards for full price. You go to the grocery store, you go to Kroger's, Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly, or I don't even know if they still have Piggly Wigglies, but you go to the store and they have these gift cards, this rack of gift cards. You pick up the gift card, you go to the counter, the gift card is for $50. You pay $50. So what if I could buy discounted gift cards and either sell them at full price or sell them at a discount? Not to the point where I'm not making any money, but to the point where it's like a lower discount than I got it for, And I know that's kind of like horrible, like, oh, you're taking the bigger discount and you're making money off of people buying discount. I mean, it's a lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. You go to the grocery store. Tell me this, and this was my game plan. And you can use it if you want to, if you think you can make it work. You buy a $100 gift card, and you get it. Let's be generous, and you get a $100 gift card, 20% off. That means that you pay $20 less than you would have paying regular at a regular store. So you got a $100 gift card, but you paid $80. So, and this is where the whole thing why people buy gift cards and to stretch the dollar. That $20 that you were gonna spend, you now have free. And then on top of that, you have an extra $20 to spend with that gift card. So essentially, instead of having $100 on that gift card, you also have $120. So now you can take that $120 and spend it on whatever. That was my main selling point. You save double what your discount is. So if you're getting a discount of $20, of paying $20 less, you're actually freeing up twice as much money as you thought you were going to have. So instead of having $20 extra on that gift card, you now have 120, or you have 40. I mean to say. Hopefully the math makes sense, and hopefully you guys understand that. But that was something that I came up with just off the fly. Bam! It wasn't really like a business thing. It was just like, yo, what if I could sell these gift cards at a discounted rate? And people like discounts. Tell me you don't like a discount. Tell me you don't like paying less for something that you would get for, you know, $100. You pay $80 for it. That's kind of sort of a good deal. So, and it's like I did that, and I was making like chump change. I was making like probably I would sell a like different gift cards have different discounted rates with certain websites and stuff you go to, but I was making like probably $1 here, $1 there, $1.15, something like that. It wasn't really much, but on a larger scale, you can kind of build and build and build. It helps build up your money. Like with smaller investments, you make smaller amount of money, but with larger investments, and as your investment grows, the profits get bigger. So it could be something like there's a whole lot of people out there who sell discounted gift cards. It's crazy. It's like something that people would think is like cheesy and like corny is what we used to say back in the day. uh like it Somebody could take that and just make a living off of it. You'll be surprised. But oh dang, I need to stop moving this because it's telling me that my connection is bad. um but yeah, that's like how I really got into like a whole bunch of stuff. I talked about how I got into Bitcoin. I talked about how like my financial origins and the financial knowledge origins that I have. Talked about some different things. Um, a lot of talking. I know, guys. I know, guys. Me talking probably bores you guys, or guys and gals and whoever. It probably bores you to death. Um, I'm trying to I'm trying to do a good job at being entertaining and also giving meaty information. Like I like steak. You know, yeah, potatoes are good and everything like that, but I like steak. You know, you can. I mean, with potatoes, you can do a whole lot of things with potatoes, but oh my goodness, how did it get into food now? I'm getting hungry, guys. Don't mind me. But like when I give information, I like to be detailed and I like to be just like give information that's like you can use it. You can do something with it. You can say like, hey, this is interesting. I like doing that, but maybe it bores people. Maybe it just like it's not entertaining or whatever. But this was more of like an educational thing. I wasn't really trying to be entertaining with this, even though like some of the stuff I say is just like stupid or whatever. But just making jokes and stuff. It's all about having fun, having a good time. You get used to it sometimes. I just don't know. I don't know. Like, do a whole lot of people drink this with no sugar? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to get off the sugar. Oh, okay. All right, guys. So I don't want to bore you all to living death, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. This is dark chocolate. It's ginger flavored. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's ginger flavored, and it's like 70% cacao or cocoa or however you pronounce it. I saw it with like CAOCA, cacao or something like that, and then I saw some of them with like COACO. So it's interesting. But let's go ahead and try this. I had two of these actually, and I had one the other night. I wanted to do like a video review, but this will be like a live review like I did last time, which was pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and get a shot. Look at that right there. That's a piece of ginger right there. Interesting. And ginger has a lot of health benefits and stuff like that. Look at that logo right there. It's not focusing, but there we go. But I think it says Theo, something like that. I think I have it upside down. Let's go ahead and get into it. Ginger flavored dark chocolate. See if I can get a close in on that. Interesting. I would certainly say that the flavor of ginger, and I know a lot of people hate when people talk with their mouth when they have food in their mouth. The flavor of ginger, just like the just like the Diet Coke flavored ginger, or ginger flavored Diet Coke. I think it's an acquired taste. I don't think a lot of people, like, besides drinking ginger ale or something like that, if you're a big ginger ale fan, then you would like something like this, especially if you like dark chocolate. But with the flavor of ginger, like, it's different. I don't eat ginger a whole lot, so I can definitely taste the ginger. And you kind of get that, like, it's a complex flavor, so that's how it is to me, because I don't eat ginger a whole lot, and certainly I don't drink ginger ale, so it's different, but it's an interesting taste, especially like with the this is 70% dark chocolate, so it's not as bitter as the 90% that I had, which was, oh goodness, I don't know. I tried drinking milk. I tried drinking water. It was just tough. It was bitter, dry, and everything. But with this, you get more of that, more of a sweet flavor with the ginger. So it's pretty interesting. I would say if you want to try it out, and this is hold on right quick. Let me see if I can show you without dropping anything. This is USDA organic approved, or approved organic, and there you go. And it's pretty interesting. So it's USDA approved organic. So I'm not sure what that means. I mean, it's still chocolate, right? I mean, what does other chocolates in it have? What does other chocolates have that this doesn't have that makes this organic? I'm not completely sure. I'm kind of skeptical about it, but I mean, it's good. Let's show the back of this full bar. You can see like little pieces of ginger sticking out. Interesting. I did another video. I did a live stream. I'm not sure if YouTube deleted it or something, but when I went back to check the video, to check the stats on it, and it said the user had deleted the video. So I certainly didn't delete a live stream. YouTube probably did, but it is what it is. But that is about it for this video, or this live stream, guys. Not gonna hold you up too long. Pretty interesting to be getting into organic stuff and stuff. If you have any idea or any product, any organic product that I can try out, because I really want to get into this organic thing. I really want to be more healthy with the foods that I eat. I really want to have, the body of a god in the summertime. This jawline just gonna be straight. I don't know what I'm saying. I just don't even know what I'm saying, guys. But I want to be right for the summer. When my birthday comes up, I want to be right. I want to be physically well. I want to be mentally well. I mean, I know mental stuff takes a while, but like literally, guys, Monday motivations. What is your motivation, guys? And I know I'm saying this at the end of the video or the live stream, but what is your motivation? Let me know in the comments, because it's basically going to be comments after this. It's not going to be a live chat. But let me know in the comments what your motivation is. You know, whether it be, you have role models that you look up to, whether it be you want to be more fit. What is motivating you to do what you're doing this year, this day, this minute, right this second? What is motivating you? If you all want to talk, be sure to hit me up on the social medias in the description of this video / live stream. Probably need to get better with the wording. So, but hit me up in the live chat or the comments to let me know what your motivation is. Hit me up on the social medias to talk. If you want to talk about anything, I'm down for it. My audience is right now at this current moment is not that large. It's to the point where I can answer every single comment. I can answer every single tweet. I can answer every single comment on Instagram, every single post on Facebook. You tag me in it, I can respond to it. And I want to make sure that I respond and build that bond with you guys to make sure that, I dropped my top. But I want to make sure that I build a bond with you guys to make sure that, we have a community here that, you can come and you can talk about whatever. I know people get large, their channels get huge, and they're not able to answer every single comment. And people feel like, they are, being ignored, or they feel like, oh, well, my comment is not that important as opposed to other people's. I want to make sure that at this early stage of growth and at this early stage of, of the bond, I want to make sure that we have that bond. Like, I see you. I see, or I see you. That's just weird. I don't know, guys. But I want to make sure that we build that bond, and I want to make sure that we have a community here. So be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to let me know what you want to talk about. We can have discussion videos. A lot of things probably are going to change. I don't want to change too much to where it's like the channel is just like unrecognizable. I want to be able to do different things, whether it be discussion videos, whether it be, money talks, whether it be random rambles like I did last time where I just talked about anything. This one was more financial set, but I want to be able to get on live stream and talk to you guys. I want to be on live stream and just like have conversations with you all, just chill. I mean, I know it's kind of relating to like when I see other YouTubers and other people like do streams and they have like 50 to 100 or thousands of people in their live stream, and they're just like getting comments, and they're just like talking to their fans and stuff like that. I want to do that with you guys. I want to build that bond. And it's not like me being envious of them. It's just like I have 569 subscribers at this point. I want to at least be able to talk to, a couple of you guys, have those people who are like the true supporters, Oh, that reminds me, because I like when I first started out, there was Sir Ruby. I want to shout out Sir Ruby because he's been watching me for a long time, and even like I kind of like I guess I get so like I don't know, I'd be like sad sometimes. Like I know he commented on one of my videos. I think it was like the Mountain Dew Ice review and Black Ice 1.0 video. he commented on that, and it was just like so good to see his comment, because like before he would be like commenting on everything, he would be, you know, liking the videos and stuff like that. I'm not sure if he does or not, but I just wanted to, you know, I want to build bonds like that where, you know, I see your comment and I'm like, yeah, I see you. So it's like, yeah, but I just wanted to shout out Sir Ruby, because he, you know, he's there. He's like one of those like comment. Second time. Dang. But like I said, I wanted, you know, shout out to Sir Ruby. He's been there since, I would say, almost the beginning. But like when I first started growing, I started seeing his comments, I started seeing his likes and stuff like that. So shout out to him. But dang, it feels so good to build bonds with you guys. And yeah, I wanna build that a little bit more. I want to be able to listen to what you guys have to say instead of like making a video and then no comments at all, and it's like dark. It's like, dang, I'm walking down this hallway with just like one flickering light, and it's like, am I doing a good job? Am I you know, making good videos? Give me your thoughts, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Follow him on all social medias. All social medias are going to be down in the description below. Be sure to check out the Caliber Nation merch, the exotic rarities merch. What's your Caliber t-shirt? I added a fleece hoodie to the line of exotic wear. So be sure to check that out if you want to support the channel. As you all know, Caliber 724 is no longer a YouTube partner, so no ads on the videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy that factor. I think that's one of the good things about this strip of monetization. I think with the whole monetization, like I was stating before, you know, it feels good to be rewarded for, you know, doing something I love. But at the same time, those ads kind of probably was hurting the video's performance, because maybe you guys don't want to see a ad halfway through the video. Maybe you guys don't want to see a ad at the end of the video or at the beginning of the video. You know, maybe you guys don't want to see that. So be sure to let me know what you guys think. Like I said, check out the merch. And yeah, you guys know what it is. Don't forget to be brave and stay inspired. Be sure to eat organic chocolate, because it's still like, I still taste it as I talk. You guys know what it is. Don't forget to be brave and stay inspired. Yes, you know what it is. Chocolate lovers and coconut water drinkers and live stream watchers, and I'm just running out of ideas. But you guys know what it is. Peace.